One say for those who don't know me, I'm still Ennio Song. Those who do know me, I'm still Ennio Song, right? I haven't changed much, and what I tend to want to do is make my friends famous. Faisal, Caroline, welcome, welcome. So I'm lucky to meet amazing people who do amazing things, and when I tend to meet them, I tend to say, let's work together. Let's do an audio room. Let's bring you to the world so the world knows you're here and how you can help them. That's pretty much what excites me the most about life, really. That's what I enjoy doing above all else. And I say audio rooms, I help people to organize them, plan them, fill them, co-host them sometimes. I'm equally happy just sitting in the background saying nothing. That's probably my most enjoyable audio rooms. Unless I'm tired or I might fall asleep. But no one knows I'm asleep, because I haven't got to speak, right? So apart from the audio rooms, say my other real passion is helping people to write their books. Write their books, publish their books, sell their books. That's what gives me true joy. Of course, if I can help you, then please get in touch. You got a book that's sitting on your computer, then let's get that book published. No one can read a book that's that's not published, right? You got a book that's published, not selling. Let's talk. I can make you a bestseller on Amazon, guaranteed. Otherwise, I can just help you sell your book. All of that might come back to let's do an audio room in any case, right? Because I want people, genuine people like you, to get to know who you are. And I can get you bestseller award on Amazon by myself without doing anything, without doing much more. To be fair, because we have a reading club, a readers club. So I know we're going to sell your book, but I want people on LinkedIn to get to know you and support you on your book journey. So I tend to do audio rooms as well. For this room, this room is all about my true passion. This is my first audio room I ever did. That's in 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years and a bit ago now. No, 2 years ago, pretty much. August 15th we started, I think. Which after audio rooms were introduced and made life for the average man, you and me, my friend. So I was dying to do a room, so I was always going to do one. The question was, where was going to start? So on my journey to work out where do I start, I guess I met my mindset guru, my mindset coach, Donna Marty. So I decided that's where we're going to start. So we're going to talk about my passion, which is business growth, and her passion, which is mindset, positive mindset and growth mindset. Then I realized that in truth, everything in business that's good involves mindset. You have to have the right mindset to do anything that's useful in business, right? So essentially, the topics that we came up with, she will talk mindset, I will talk marketing, whilst alluding to the fact that everything I do, everything in marketing is really mindset related. So now that Donna is a bit busier, I can concentrate on living my best life, as we say. I can indulge myself in the topics that truly excite me, the topics that, the things I've learned, which I think can help other entrepreneurs grow their business. And believe you me, the things I learn, they're very diverse, but they are mainly mindset and business growth topics, really. Today's topic is no exception. Today's topic, so I've set the topic as, are you missing opportunities in business every day? So the truth is, many of us really are missing opportunities every day. How, I hear you ask? How can we miss opportunities right in front of us? And how can we all do it? Okay, so I'll make it easy for you, my friends. My topic today really comes down to, do you actively encourage things to go wrong in your business? Again, I say to you, I hear you asking, why do I want things to go wrong in my business? I want to have happy days. I want to have everything go right. Don't I? No, you don't. You really don't. See, when things go right, we learn nothing at all. We learn everything when things go wrong. For those who went here at the beginning, and I explained how I screwed up for my next audio room. How, because I left the setup for the room until yesterday, when I messaged my client to say, let's meet quick, let's do your invites, she missed the message. So here I am, this evening I'm thinking, right, 3 RSVPs, damn, that looks ugly. Then she's messaging me saying, it's going to be empty in this room today. I'm like, oh, don't worry, I'll fill it up. I always remember, my friends always come, it'll be alright. I'm thinking, right, this is a major problem. Something that I would rather not have happened, but it's happened. And the reason I embrace it is simply because it's a chance for me to learn something. It's not a lesson, it's not a new lesson. I know what to do about audios. I know to set them up the weekend before the event, for example. That gives me the time to do my process, show my client how to do the invites, do my DMs, plan to do my DMs, and plan to get some friends there who actually do want there. On this occasion, I've let my process slip. So, I'm going to have to look at it properly and work out what went wrong, what can I do better next time, what will I do better next time. That's the context of our conversation today, my friends. I think we need, we are very good as people, as managers, as owners, at, I guess, trying to avoid problems, trying to avoid difficulties. We want things to go so well that I think we almost end up in some sort of, I don't know, fantasy comfort zone where nothing happens. Every day is the same, right? That's not doing business. We don't learn anything unless we learn something. We're not growing. And I guess I'm one of the belief that if we're not growing, there's only one thing we're doing. We're stagnating. We're going backwards, and we are dying. Who wants that? No one wants that, right? But so my question really is, do you embrace problems in your business? Do you actively embrace problems? Do you welcome them? You see, I'll say again, in most companies, when someone has a problem with what we've done or something that we should have done, when there's a problem, full stop, we tend to want to run away from it. We pass the buck. Sometimes we just pass the blame. We don't actually want to say it's my fault, it's my problem. I guess in a small business like mine, I'm looking around me. There's no one else to blame, right? I could sit beside myself, but let's not do that. It's only me I can blame. Of course, I can blame the other person, called the customer. They didn't invite their connections. It's their fault. But that's foolish, right? That's just me being an idiot. I think we need to learn to take responsibility for all that happens in our business. And I think the day we start taking responsibility is the day we start designing better businesses. Again, in a big company, you can pass it back to a staff member. It's their fault. They didn't do what they should have done. They did something wrong. And I think we only grow when we truly embrace everything that happens and say, no, it's my fault. I could have done better. And then begin a process of working out what we could have done better, how we could have done better. And the process, I guess, I think it starts with embracing the opportunity that challenges and problems give us. So when we see someone come with a complaint, when we see something go wrong, we don't bury our head in the sand and hope it goes away. We welcome it and say, no, come and tell me what has pissed you off. Come and tell me what you think we could have done better. Come and tell me what you're unhappy with. Let's work it out. Because for my business, I need to make sure these things don't happen again. So once we learn to embrace, the situations that we create, the situations that can help us learn, situations that can move us forward, then we'll have the chance to become better people, better businesses. Because at the heart of being this person that embraces challenges, my friends, is being honest with ourselves. Genuinely stone cold honest and say, right, you know, I could have done better. I really could, and I will do better. Because maybe I don't want the same complaint another second time. Does that mean I won't get any more complaints? Of course not. It means that you get different complaints, different issues from different people. But let's solve today's issues that we know of. With all our might, all our gusto, all our enthusiasm, all our will to create a better future for ourselves and a better future for the most important people in our business, called the customer. If they're upset, then we should be upset too, right? If something has gone wrong for them, then it's gone wrong for us. Because unless we care about the customer's feelings, we have no reason to exist. So after we embrace the problem, my friends, and we're honest with ourselves and say, let's look at it properly for what it is, then we can begin to do the next step in embracing problems, my friends. The next step is called creating the good enough plan. I just mentioned to you that the example I gave you, this screw up in me not inviting enough people for my clients, not getting my client to invite her connections to our events that's on next. Then my good enough plan is simply, I will make sure my events are set up the weekend before the event is. That's always been my practice. I'm going to have to be a bit more rigorous from now on, and almost make it a promise to myself and to my clients. Because I want to get to that stage where I can rely on the numbers. Now, part of this is changing the way I think. Truly, I think that so far, I've questioned the how efficient it is to invite people on the weekend before. The question I've let doubt creep into my mind. That's why we're where we are. The other end is I've got too many things to do. That also, but I have to. And it's my fault. It's my thing to improve this, make this work. That's just how it is. That's a fact, right? So my good enough plan is to do the inviting, set up before the weekend, and do the inviting early in the week. That will eliminate my problem today. So the good enough plan is just something that I think we can do that's going to move us forward. Of course, after once I say there's my plan, like I'm doing now, I'm talking about it with people. Someone might come up today and say, "Any, that's not the answer. Here is the answer." If you have staff, if you have teams, if you have friends, you can talk to them about your idea. Get your sounding board working for you by actually making a sound, right? They can tell you where you might be going wrong. They might give you a better idea. Maybe I'm again, as I say that, I'm thinking maybe the idea really is that if I know I'm going to do an event with a client, the first thing I must do is teach them how to invite on day one. That way, it doesn't matter when I set the event up. They know how to invite in bulk, at speed. They can do it when the time comes, without me. I'm saying there's always different ways that we can solve a problem, but it's only by creating a good enough plan that you can then put it out there in the world, and then say to people, "You tell me what you think." So I'm sure I'm going to run it past a few customers and say, "What do you think?" And then see what comes back at me. But you should follow the same process yourself. I would. That's what I'm doing, right? So once we've tidied up this good enough plan, then we can begin to implement the plan routinely. Alas, welcome the new way of being. So we've had a problem. We've had some sort of vision about what the future must look like. The better future, the more efficient future, the the happier future for our clients, minus this problem. And then we'll find a way that we're going to solve it. And then we're going to actually have to implement this way. If we don't implement a change, nothing changes. Yeah, the part of embracing problem is, of course, we have to be action oriented. We have to be, in love with taking the necessary steps, not just writing it down. And then we must follow through and actually do what we say we're going to do, which then gives us a chance down the line to say, let's evaluate this new way. Is it working? What else can we do? Of course, we know within the evaluation and the implementation, in the midst of other problems that come tomorrow, the day after, and the day after, and the day after. Now, so look, this conversation, my friend, starts with genuinely embracing problems as the best thing in business for all of us. You actually learn to love them and embrace them and use them to create new solutions. Sometimes it can mean a whole new service. Sometimes it can mean a whole new way of doing things, new processes. Shuba, I see you. Of course, I'm going to bring you up in good time, right? So my friends, I can stop waffling now, but I would love to hear from you. How do you use problems in your business to create a better future for your clients? What situations have you experienced that were a problem when you looked at it, when the scheme of things turned into opportunities? I truly think problems are opportunities waiting for us to take them. If we keep running away from our problems in our businesses, we're sunk. In good time, we will lose everything. So do come and share. So of course, I would love to know of your idea about taking responsibility for everything. Does that help you? Does that hinder you? What would you think we can do differently that you can share with us as a group? So please don't be shy.